We are the number 2 seed so far in the National Football League. And I know we want to win a certain way. We want to get certain accolades and certain respect off of a win from certain media pundits and things like that. And they're going to go back and forth and say, hey, Cowboys didn't play anybody. I've seen people break down the stats of, hey, Dak Prescott is this against winning teams. Just play our schedule. We don't make the schedule, we just play the schedule. We don't make the schedule, we just play the schedule. And so many people discounted the wins when we got them, right? They discounted the hell out of the Saints win. But what the Saints do today? Oh, they held Tom Brady and company to 0. Now, they will say, well, Tom Brady was missing Mike Evans, he was missing Chris Goodwin and all of this stuff, or Godwin, I meant to say. I get it. What you want? You know, a cookie. But they still had Taysom Hill out there, right? The Saints. And you mean to tell me that Buccaneers defense couldn't get a turnover, a takeaway, force a fumble, force an INT, pick 6 that thing back to the house? But that's a story of a different day. That's a divisional game too, so I get it. People gonna say, well, that's a divisional game, Law. That's a divisional game. They're supposed to play each other rough and rugged. I'm telling you guys right now, I would take that ugly win. I guarantee you that Tampa Bay Buccaneers would take an ugly win against the Saints right about now. And the more ugly wins you get, the prettier they become. Believe it or not. Man, that ugly win you got, you start saying to yourself, hey, you know, a little eyeshadow here, a little makeup there, boy, she killing it, man. Shoot. No, ooh, wait. You know what I'm saying, Cowboy Nation? Sometimes the ugly ones are the good ones. Sometimes the ugly ones are the good ones, the loyal ones. It reveals what you need to work on. It flat out do. Now, Cowboys offense, yeah, we're in the slump, but think about this. We beat the Washington football team, who was red hot. They was coming off of a 4 or 5 game winning spree, and a lot of people were saying, hey, they beat the Buccaneers. Better watch out for the Washington football team. They beat such and such and these sorts of things. Cowboys, we just play our schedule. We don't make them. And yes, for those who are out there talking about the quarterback and what they did and what they didn't do, well, the running game, collectively speaking, Cowboy Nation, they put up north of 120 yards or what have you on the ground. I think it was 125 to be exact if you add all of the numbers together. And Dak Prescott threw for 217 yards. One passing touchdown, 1 running touchdown. I think before the game, we did a show, I think the day before the game, and we were saying, hey, you want that balanced approach, which you take with the W. 250 yards with Dak Prescott and 150 yards rushing from the collective running backs. And people were like, yeah, let me get 2 touchdowns from Dak Prescott and 1. Well, there were a few drops in there. And I'm not saying that Dak Prescott, I'm not saying that he should be removed of any criticism. Yeah, he got to work on some things. But baby, don't you like working on something with a win? Woo! And the Green Bay Packers. They got off the hook. They got let off the hook by the Ravens, right? The Ravens had them right to dead. Well, at least tie the game up, at least, and see what can shake from there. But it is what it is. They won by 1 point. I can only imagine if the Cowboys played against a team with their backup quarterbacks. And then they had a lot of injuries and things like that on the Ravens side of the coin. I can only imagine if we win by 1 point, there will be people, ESPN, first take, second take, first thing first, speak for yourself, and all of those episodes be talking about, hey, Cowboys barely won by 1 point. And I get it. I see Cowboy fans. I posted that post on my Twitter and IG and Facebook, and they was making a little longitude, a latitude for Aaron Rodgers, saying, well, he only had 1 healthy offensive lineman, right? They'll find every excuse for everybody else, but not for your own team. Yeah, that's just craziest thing, Cowboy Nation. I can't make this stuff up. We are the number 2 seed. We're the number 2 team. The number 2 team, the number 2 seed. And all we got is 3 more games. We play the game the way we supposed to play it. Then some things can shake out. Some things can work its way out, Cowboy Nation. Flat out can. Let's just stay focused. Let me tell you something about this defense and what I learned about this defense. We will make things happen. We figure out ways, to get to the quarterback, punch that ball out, fumbles. But they say, Lord, well, you can't rely on those things. Well, when you demand it, when you absolutely work in with it, and you live by the creed of the defense, good things follow. Shout out to DeMarcus Lawrence, hell of a game from him. Oh, and shout out to Michael Parsons, man. We don't have to wait for Victory Monday to give these boys a shout out on the defensive side of the coin. That is what's supposed to happen anyway, right? The defense elevate the game for everybody else, and the defense, the beat, whew, the defense. Look, Malik Hooker, I gotta give kudos to him. He's been playing lights out as of last 2 or 3 weeks now. He's been stepping up in spurts, big plays, hitting, coming down the field, and he deserved to get that interception today. Let's give a round of applause to Malik Hooker. Oh my goodness, woo! And Parsons, they didn't give the sack to Parsons. They split it with, I believe, the other 2 guys on the roster here. Hold on, let me take a look at the guys that they split. They split the sack with Dorrance Armstrong, shout out to DA, and they split it with Navell Gallimore. So they split the sack or what have you. They didn't let Parsons claim some of that, but he did have a bat. He saved a touchdown basically. And a shout out to Parsons for being able to cover. We really want him to just blitz off the edge. We really do. We want him to just blitz off the edge and get to the quarterback. But we got a need at linebacker. And shout out to him, and shout out to LVE. He still played a solid game today. All of those things, they're working together. They're working together, Cowboy Nation. And it's a wonderful feeling to know that this team is fighting through the echoes of the whistle. This team is relentless. This team. Tell you guys right now, man. When you think about it, Cowboy Nation. Cowboy Nation, this team is doing what we said that they was going to put out there and do. And all we got to do, Cowboy Nation, is continue to grind. Shout out to my guy, Diggs with 10 INTs. We got 3 more games from my guy Parsons. I think 14 is the rookie record. Hey, Parsons, just slow it down a little bit, 3 more games. If they allow you to rush off the edge, that would be cool. Anthony Brown, he was sticking. Shout out to Anthony Brown. Oh, and my guy, Jordan Lewis. Let's give a round of applause to Jordan Lewis, man, for doing his thing, Cowboy Nation. Oh, I got to give these praises to the offensive side of the coin. Shout out to Connor McGovern on fullback duties. He came, filled, hit things. And shout out to Connor Williams. Let's give a round of applause to those boys. Yeah, Shovel Award. Let's also give a round of applause to Dalton Schultz. Third down machine, keeping it mean. The brother played his deal. The brother played like the way you want him to play. He did. He played real good, baby. Shout out to there's somebody else that I want to give a shout out to, and his name is Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard doing his thing, Cowboy Nation. Shout out to Tony Pollard. for doing his deal, creasing on the edge, surprising that what you know what out of me. Man, that kid, boy, he surprised me. And shout out collectively speaking, to the entire team for still battling through. And shout out to the loyalists, the faithful Cowboy fans that's out here, rain, sleet, or snow, and not the ones that say, we still love this team. We just like to give constructive criticism. Well, you know how that work, right? You got to give some good analysis, not just all bad. Don't be fooling me around here. You know what I'm saying? You got to give some good stuff with it, too. Don't just be all negative and say, well, I'm still a Cowboy fan. Don't those ugly wins look good now, Cowboy Nation? All right, that's all I had to say, man. We number 2 seed in the NFL, baby. Or the NFC side of the coin. So, Cowboy Nation, let's lock in. Let's get reloaded with everything after 24 hours. Then we can talk all of that negative stuff, right? Gotta at least give it 24 hours. Let's talk about the positive right now, baby. As Lady Jessica would say, PVO. Come on. PVO, baby. We are 10-4. Not 4-10. We are the number 2 seed. All we gotta do now is close out strong, baby. 3 more games. Post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Impressive.